Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg. Who would win a cage fight between tech titans? Who would win a fight between Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg? It's the sort of question that might be asked over a drink in the pub. But a clash between the two of the world's tech tycoons may no longer be hypothetical after Mr. Zuckerberg apparently agreed to a cage fight with Mr. Musk. When rumors emerged earlier this month that the Facebook boss, a jiu-jitsu enthusiast, was looking for a rival, the SpaceX and Tesla founder tweeted that he was up for a cage match. Mr. Zuckerberg then posted a screenshot of the tweet with the caption, "Send me location," a reference to a famous line by ex-UFC champion Khabib Nurmagomedov. Now that a fight appears on the cards, how would the two men match up inside the ring? At more than 6 feet tall, Musk would have a clear height advantage over Zuckerberg, who measures up at 5 feet 8 in. Musk, 52, has not only a height advantage over his possible opponent but also a weight advantage. Musk tweeted, "I have this great move that I call the walrus, where I just lie on top of my opponent and do nothing." He added, "I almost never work out, except for picking up my kids and throwing them in the air." In 2020, Musk also told Joe Rogan that he wouldn't exercise at all if he could. On the topic of weight and strength, computer scientist and podcast host Lex Fridman, who has trained with both Zuckerberg and Musk, said of the latter this week, "I did an impromptu training session with Elon Musk for a few hours yesterday. I'm extremely impressed with his strength, power, and skill, on the feet and on the ground. It was epic." However, Zuckerberg is a more experienced martial artist than Musk. The 39-year-old recently put his jiu-jitsu skills to the test in a real competition and won his first gold and silver medals at the Silicon Valley tournament. Furthermore, Zuckerberg has sparred with UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski, seen by many as the greatest mixed martial artist in the world, for a meta project. Although Zuckerberg is smaller and lighter than Musk, his technical ability and aerobic capacity could prove too much for the Tesla boss, who earlier this year said that his typical breakfast included a bowl of ice cream, biscuits and a donut. Meanwhile, Zuckerberg says he used to run a lot, and got into surfing and then MMA after the COVID pandemic. "I really like watching UFC, for example. That's because I also like doing the sport, MMA," he said on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. "It really is the best sport. 5 minutes in I was like, where has this best my whole life?" To some degree, MMA is the perfect thing because if you stop paying attention for 1 second you're going to end up on bottom. In addition to his martial arts skills,
I am a higher school student and I can't study further due to lack of money. So, kindly subscribe to my channel, please like my videos and watch my videos regularly. Also, kindly share my videos. By this I can get revenue and I can study further. Thank you.
Zuckerberg also recently participated in the Murph Challenge, a grueling workout named after Lieutenant Michael P. Murphy, a Navy SEAL who was killed in action in 2005. The challenge, which the 39-year-old said he tries to do each year with his daughters, involves 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and a mile-long run, all while wearing a 20-pound weighted vest. "This year I got it done in 39:58. The girls did a quarter Murph, unweighted, in 15 minutes." Zuckerberg wrote on Instagram on the 29th of May. According to Total Shape, a health and fitness platform that provides resources and expertise from fitness experts, Zuckerberg's ability to complete extreme fitness challenges and technique with mixed martial arts showcases he has substantial ability and endurance. When it comes down to who would win in a fight, it is agility versus strength, experts at Total Shape say, while noting that, based on general endurance and skill for cage fighting, Mark Zuckerberg would have the upper hand. However, having strength and longer reach can give a fighter a lead when it comes to forceful striking and make it more difficult for the opponent to strike back. Ultimately, the health and fitness experts at Total Shape conclude, placing both titans in a cage, Mark Zuckerberg would have the edge of agility and endurance needed to take Mr. Musk down, given Mr. Musk isn't able to forcefully strike him earlier on in the fight. Weighing in on the potential matchup, Javier Mendez, former coach of Khabib and current trainer of UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev, said, "The big advantage Zuckerberg has over Elon is that he's actively training and he's more of a dog right now, because he entered a jiu-jitsu tournament, so that tells me a lot about him. All things considered, Zuckerberg is way ahead of Musk, but you won't really know until you see what Musk possesses. My number one priority for Musk would be to see how hard he could hit and how easy it would be for him to keep the fight standing up, Mendez said. Because Zuckerberg is so ahead of him with the jiu-jitsu, I would want Musk to think about ways to prevent takedowns. But you can't avoid a takedown just by trying to avoid it. You have to avoid it by striking. Musk would do well to heed that advice, and he has seemingly agreed to be trained by UFC legend Georges St-Pierre. The potential face-off comes amid rumors that Zuckerberg is preparing to create a new app to rival Twitter, which is expected to be called Threads. The app, internally codenamed Project 92, will reportedly feature a continuous scroll of text, buttons similar to Twitter's like and retweet functions, and a 500-character limit on posts. It is not the first time Musk has called for a fight with a global figure. In August last year he challenged the Russian president to a scrap. I hereby challenge Vladimir Putin to a fight. The prize is Ukraine, he wrote. Putin didn't respond to the goading, but the irony was apparently lost on his Chechen warlord ally, Ramzan Kadyrov. A word of advice. Don't measure your strength against Putin's. You're in two different leagues, the henchman warned. In a statement to Verge about whether a fight will indeed take place between Mr. Zuckerberg and Mr. Musk, a spokesperson for Meta said, "The story speaks for itself. The fight of the century between billionaires Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg may be happening for real." Social media were abuzz with speculations of the cage fight after pictures of the Tesla CEO training in mixed martial arts went viral. Lex Fridman, the host of the famous Lex Fridman podcast, took to Twitter to share pictures of his impromptu training session with Musk on Wednesday. The MMA expert said he was extremely impressed with Musk's strength, power, and skill, on the feet and on the ground. As the world waits for the highly anticipated fight, Fridman feels Musk and Zuckerberg should not fight. It's really inspiring to see Elon and Mark doing martial arts, but I think the world is served far better if they train martial arts but not fight in the cage. That said, as Elon says, the most entertaining outcome is the most likely. I'm there for them, no matter what, he tweeted alongside pictures of his training with Musk. Fridman also trained for jiu-jitsu with the Meta CEO during the weekend. It's inspiring to see both Elon and Mark taking on the martial arts journey, he wrote. However, the SpaceX CEO's mother May Musk isn't in favor of the showdown and said she was relieved that the fight has now been cancelled. Actually, I cancelled the fight. I haven't told them yet. But I will continue to say the fight is cancelled, just in case, she further posted. It all started when Musk replied to a tweet about the news that Meta will release a Twitter competitor. Last week, when Musk said he was up for a cage match with Zuckerberg, the Facebook creator posted a screenshot on Instagram story of the billionaire's tweet with the caption, "Send me location." From saying he would fight Zuckerberg with one hand to threatening to sit on him, Musk had been hinting about a cage fight in several tweets. And Zuckerberg's feeling appears mutual as well. According to The Verge, the Meta boss is serious about fighting Musk and is now waiting on the details if and when the Twitter owner follows through. Last week, a Meta spokesperson told The Verge that Zuckerberg's Instagram story speaks for itself. In March, Musk had mocked Meta for planning to launch a dedicated Twitter-like social media application and called it copycat. In 2017, the world's richest man hit back at Zuckerberg, saying that the Meta CEO's understanding of artificial intelligence, AI, is limited.